If you are an artist and you are not very happy about the current art market, this video is for you. Listen to the end and perhaps we can brainstorm together and come up with a plan. So today I visited BACA Art Centre. It is an art center / art school that prepares students to study overseas, and it offers all sort of courses, short courses, evening courses. It's a very well located, very well presented place. My attention was immediately caught by this exhibition called We Are Not Amused. That is an exhibition of works of 15 contemporary British artists. And all the works that were shown there were works on paper. So the selection, the idea and everything was quite clear to me. And I enjoyed the exhibition. I liked some of the works and I was quite impressed by the fact that it's a privately owned school and they have the energy to make such exhibitions. I think is a very positive thing. That is, providing opportunities for their students to see, to exchange ideas, and perhaps to exhibit in the future. I was quite happy with everything until I asked for the prices of these two artworks. I didn't ask others because I don't want to take more time from them, but I just asked these two which I liked. And this artwork by Wendy Anderson, and guess how much? At 7,000 yuan. 7,000 yuan, that is over $1,000. China is still a developing country. People are not very wealthy, and on average, the normal people would earn less than 5,000 yuan, and this artwork is 7,000. So it's overpriced in many ways, and especially they are emerging artists. And the other work I liked was priced at $1,800. Okay, dollars. Okay, we're saying dollars. It's too much. I mean, it's just A4 sized sketch on the back of a hotel brochure, or it is just watercolor on paper. It's not large format. It's it's tiny. So I think it shouldn't be sold at that price, especially they are emerging artists. So I thought there must be something special about them. So I looked online. I checked name by name and I realized that they don't even have a website. Many artists that shown there. And I checked randomly 3 artists out of the 15 British artists. Alison Gill, when I searched her name, the first one who popped up on top was a comedian in America. And there's another one, Wendy Anderson, the artworks that I showed you. It's American artist. And I was like, wait, no, she was Scottish. It was a British artist exhibition. Okay, it was the other Wendy Anderson. And the British Wendy was ranked lower. So she doesn't have a lot of communication at all. And then I selected a more rare name, Mark O'Rourke. Okay, maybe it's my own ignorance, but I personally don't know many O'Rourkes, but I know several Anderson. So technically, to have a name with O'Rourke, you would be easier to be spotted among, let's say, millions of names on the internet, and especially if you're an artist, people like your art, they will share it, and you can just quickly rank on top and have some communication and some exposure. To my surprise, the person ranked on top was an oncologist with the same name. An oncologist, it means 2 things. Number one, that a lot of people got cancer and searched for this doctor. That is very sad. It's not a positive thing that a lot of people got cancer, because otherwise who would need oncologist, right? Number 2, that the Mark O'Rourke artist didn't spend any effort in his communication. Otherwise, he could easily rank higher than an oncologist. So it shows one problem, is that those artists who doesn't have a lot of communication online were still selected to be exhibited in Beijing, another part of the world, and their works were shipped all the way from Europe to, Europe? Okay, sorry, they don't want to be a part of Europe anymore. Okay, shipped from England to Beijing to China. It's a lot of trouble although they were paper based works, they don't occupy a lot of space, but still it was a lot of trouble to do it, set up exhibition here. Obviously, they were not selected because they were famous online, or people know their names because they saw their works online, because their works were not even online. It shows that they must have had the human network so that they could have such opportunities to be shown in an exhibition in Beijing. Here is my problem. is that most of artists, they think that it's super more important to know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody and to get your way into the art world this way than to actually work. You work your communication, work your technique, and to do your investigation, research and development, and to invest in your materials and communication, just in general to, establish yourself as a brand. Because establishing yourself as a brand is the opposite strategy to know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. I know plenty of people who got jobs without even sending applications, without even sitting in the interviews, because they are the brother, sister of the boss, they are the, relatives or friend of someone who knows someone who knows someone. It's not merit-based, it is not skill-based, it is not fame-based even. It's not because you have exposure, you're famous online, you're popular, so that you got an exhibition opportunity. No, because you know this person. What if you don't know anyone? What if you're from a family of oncologists and you want to be an artist? How sad it is. You'd spend all your life not getting the opportunities that you deserve. So I think it is a very unhealthy trend. And many artists asked me to introduce them to someone. And it's like, can you hook me up with someone? And I was like, yeah, but do you have a website? It's like, I'm not going to recommend an artist who doesn't have any portfolio exposure, website, or any kind of merits. To be popular is a merit, okay? Like, come on, a supermodel is super popular. It's a skill. It's something. If an artist doesn't have anything that I think it is worth to show to my friends, to my gallery friends, curator friends, it's not gonna be good. I will not be a part of this. And I would encourage artists to always go to the market. If you're a young artist, and guess what? Forget about this, someone who knows someone's this kind of game, because all the people you know, actually 100% of people you know will no longer be here anymore after a while. They can retire, okay? They can change jobs. They can, go to another side of the world. Metaphorically. It's not sustainable. You are 20 years old, and if you are doing this kind of thing, guess what? When you're 40 years old, the people that you know that who used to be the gatekeepers will not be there anymore. And by then, if you're not a gatekeeper, you'll be kicked out. You will be 40 years old, you don't have any established client base, you don't have a communication, and you will be abandoned, and your life will be a lot more miserable than if you would have fought yourself with your own skills, with your own hard work when you were 20 years old. So this is for the young artists. And for the older artists, young artists are coming after you, and they are more keen, they are more willing, they are more hardworking. And you have to be able to defend your existing market, and the only way to do that is not by the fact you knew somebody who knew somebody. And if I am not wrong, those artworks I have seen today will not be sold, because the price is not matching the quality, the presentation, the brand. So it's an illusion. It is a wishful thinking that the fact that you get to know somebody who set you up an exhibition, bring you to China or to somewhere else, that you will be sold and you will be famous. No, it doesn't happen just because someone opened a door for you. You have to make sure every single door ahead of you will be open, and you cannot bag the gatekeepers every single time. You have to have the key. And the key is something that you have to earn yourself. And this key that you have must be earned with your skill, with your hard working, with your strategy, with your investment in yourself, in your brand, in your art. And it's a lot more complicated than, can you hook me up with someone who knows someone? It's not the healthy way, I believe. So I'm looking for a new way that is based on merits, based on your hard work and your know-how and your skills, not who you know. And if you have any idea how I can achieve that, let me know, because I'm all ears. I have 2 ears, but I'm all ears. And just leave me a comment below and give me a hint. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video.